Symmetrical Butterfly Prints. Hello friends, it's Miss Christina and Mr. Brush. Today we're going to be making these beautiful butterfly prints with watercolor paint. You can also use liquid paint. That means paint that you don't have to add water to for an easier result. But watercolor paint works just as good. We'll also need some things to add color, such as oil pastels. Alrighty, the first thing that we are going to do is to fold our paper in half like a book. So you're going to take the edges and line them up. Then you can come to the back and make a crease. You really want to fold that down. Okay, so make sure you fold it like a book. You do not want to fold it long and skinny this way. That is wrong. Okay, you want to fold it like a book. And then I can open it up, and this line that you see, oh, Mr. Glue Stick, this line that you see right here is going to be our line of symmetry. So we're only going to be painting and drawing our butterfly on one side. So I have printed out some pictures of butterflies for ideas. I just find them so beautiful and so fascinating. So please, you don't have to copy me for this project. Remember, you are the artist. You get to decide how you want your butterfly to look. But we're going to start with our watercolor paint. And remember, I have to make it nice and juicy. We're going to use black because black is a bold color and is good for outlining. You will have to keep your paint juicy for this printing process. So I'm going to work on his body and his head. And remember, I'm only going to draw half. So I'll draw half of his head, kind of like half of a circle. And then I'll draw his body. Kind of like half of a hot dog. Now, I'm going to fold this back over this way, and I'm gonna rub it. I'll give it a little massage. Beating it, no, that's not good. We don't wanna move it around too much. We wanna rub it gently, but I'm also holding it down and pressing firmly. All right, let's see what happened. It printed. That means it made a copy onto the other side. And then you can get a little fancy if you want and try to fix that a little bit. Okay, and now we're gonna add some more things. He needs an antenna to help him find his food or her food. Okay, and then I'm gonna do the wings. So I'm gonna start at the neck. I'm gonna go all the way to the end of the paper here. And notice how you might have to do like 2 or 3 times to get the paint, enough paint on there so that when you fold it back and give it a massage, it will print. It will go onto the other side. Love it. All right, now I'm going to add to this wing. Remember, butterflies have, if you look at it, they have like almost, it looks like 4 wings, like 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? And whatever I do on this side will be printed on that side. So I went to the corner. I'm gonna come down and I'm going to come back to his body, right in the middle almost. Okay, and I'm just gonna do a little layer, second little layer there. And fold it back. You know what to do. Give it a little massage. Open sesame. Ta-da! It's the same on both sides. It has symmetry. And now I'm gonna do the bottom wing. I'm gonna do a U shape. We're going for a U shape here. So I'm gonna start here at the bottom of this wing. U shape, and I'm gonna come down to the bottom of his body. We're drawing big, beautiful butterflies today. No baby butterflies. Wait a second. Baby butterflies. Is there a baby butterfly? What are they when they're first born? A caterpillar. A caterpillar. Now there are small butterflies, but when that baby butterfly was a baby, he was actually a tiny little caterpillar. Just a little one. I love it. Now we don't want to leave it boring, do we? This is art class after all. And in nature, you find patterns, shapes, lines, lots of stripy ones, huh? And colors. And we'll add colors last. So right now we're worrying about the designs, the lines and the shapes. So I really like that one. Ooh, he's so funky and it looks like a party butterfly. All right, I'm going to add maybe a circle wiggly, squiggly do. Now it would be so hard to make sure that this squiggly do is the same on that side, wouldn't it? So we're gonna use our cool printing technique to make sure it's the same on the other side. So come over here, potato shape. Massage, massage. Alrighty, open sesame. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right, and you know, if it's looking kind of splotchy, you can come over and you can fix it. Remember, this black line is our outline, right? It's gonna be the outline for our artwork. And we're using black because it's a nice, bold color. That's why in art, we often outline things. We often put a black line around things to add emphasis. That means make it come out so that we can see it. All right, let's do some patterns up here on the top. And I will speed this part up on the video because I think you got the hang of the process here. Now what if, before I speed it up, I just wanted to say, what if you mess up? Like, what if you draw something and you're like, ooh, I don't like that line. That's okay, you can make it into something else. Maybe we'll make it into a shape, or you could paint it in with black. It's okay to have black shapes, but don't color everything in because we're gonna do that in a little bit, right? We'll add some color last after this dries. Alrighty. Okay, my butterfly has dried. I'm ready to add colors. Now you can add color with paint. That's what we're probably gonna do at school. But if you're working from home and you use watercolor, it's better to just use something dry so that they don't all mix together, okay? So, be inspired by real nature butterflies. I love the color blue, and I love how many colors this one and this one has. So it's up to you how you want to color it. But remember, if you paint something, if you color something over here, one color. So if I color inside this shape and I use blue, who can tell me what other shape has to be blue on the other side? Because I want it to have symmetry. So what other shape on this side will match this one? Is it this one? This one? This one, 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 this one. Ding, 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 ding. This is the correct shape that I also need to color blue. All right, I'm gonna speed up the video so you can see the finished product. I cannot wait to see yours. So excited. the last step is we're gonna cut it into 1,000,000 pieces. Just kidding. We're gonna cut it out and glue it down onto a nice colorful piece of paper. So I'm going to start here on his wing. And remember, when you're cutting, your thumb goes in the tiny hole and your other fingers go in the bigger hole. And your thumb's always on the top. And he's like an alligator. He loves to eat paper. Not your hair. It's not the hair salon. It's the paper salon. And I'm gonna chompy, chomp, 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 chomp. And what I like to do is I like to actually turn my paper and not so much, turning my scissors. Okay, and we're cutting this out in one big piece. You don't want to cut out parts of the butterfly. You want to cut out the whole butterfly. One beautiful big butterfly. And when I get to his antennas, they will be a little tricky. So what I'm just gonna do is a little bubble cut. And all a bubble cut means is around, like a little bubble around the antennas. So I'll come here, I'll get close. I'm just gonna stop right there. Come down, I'm just gonna cut that off. We can recycle that. And this is a bubble cut. So I can come around, leave a little bit of white space, right? Because if we cut too close to that antenna, now if you can do it, you can do it. But if you cut too close, you run the risk of chopping off his antennas. And he's got to find his food, doesn't he? Okay. And you can see the little bubble cut like that. For the last part, I am going to choose a background color. So I like to hold up my butterfly against the colors just to see. Ooh, I really like the black one. Makes him pop out. Just to see kind of which one I like the best. So that's also really nice too. Very fun and bright. I think I'm gonna go for the classic black background. And with this butterfly, okay, we don't want to put glue all over our background. We're going to flip our butterfly over, and you can see the mess I'm making with my oil pastels. And I'm going to take my glue stick, just a little bit, and I'm going to put glue around the edges, so go around his body. And I'm working kind of fast, but I'm pressing firm because we don't want the glue to dry before I stick it. And then you can add a little bit more on the inside. So work fast, but efficiently. Put this here. You could put him in the middle. You could kind of, if you want him to go off the page, you can. I think I'm just gonna keep it classic. Put him in the middle. Press, 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 press. Try not to get glue onto the background. And then we'll count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Why don't we count to 20, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. There's a little bit of blue there. Oh, this is beautiful. I love it. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. A big, beautiful, floating, flying butterfly with symmetry. It's the same on both sides. I cannot wait to see what you make. Take your time, try your best, and have fun.